Namaskar and a hearty good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to all of you to a very, very special moment where not one but two companies of the Allcargo group will be listed on the stock exchange. My name is Kavya R. Chavali and I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you this morning. As we all know, Allcargo Group needs no introduction. One of India's largest end-to-end integrated logistics service providers, Allcargo commenced the operations back in the year 1994, and as they say, the rest is history. Expanding into multiple logistics verticals, enabling strategic acquisitions in India and across the globe, it has today emerged as a global leader in LCL consolidation with operations in 180 countries. Now, with over 3 decades of experience, Allcargo is a renowned market leader offering exceptional services for NVOCC, express distribution, domestic and international air freight, CFS, ICD, logistics parks, and contract logistics. Today, as I stand here in front of all of you, I can see the brimming smiles, and one thing is for sure is that it's indeed a proud moment for Allcargo as two of its flagship companies, Allcargo Terminals Limited, which comprises its CFS ICD business, and Transindia Real Estate Limited, which is a key player in the real estate warehousing and commercial logistics space, will be officially listed on the stock market. So without further ado, first up, before we get started with the proceedings of the program, if I could humbly request all of you to please rise up to honor the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I now request all of you to please take your seats. With that, as it's an auspicious new start, it is only befitting that we begin the program with the lighting of the lamp, for which, if I could please invite our esteemed dignitaries to kindly step forward. First up, if I could please invite our founder and chairman of Allcargo Group, Mr. Shashikiran Shetty. So if I could please invite you to kindly step forward for the lighting of the lamp. Managing Director of Transindia Real Estate Limited, Mr. Jatin Chokshi. Managing Director of Allcargo Terminals Limited, Mr. Suresh Kumar. May I further invite Non-Executive Director of Allcargo Terminals Limited and Allcargo Group's Chief Digital Officer, Mr. Vaishnav Shetty. Chairman of Allcargo Terminals Limited, Mr. Kaivan Kalyaniwala. May I further invite Independent Director of Allcargo Terminals Limited, Mr. Mahendra Kumar Chauhan. Independent Director of Allcargo Terminals Limited, Mr. Prafulla Chajed. Chief of Trading Operations and Listing Sales, Bombay Stock Exchange, Mr. Girish Joshi. And if I could also please invite Shloka Shetty, Non-Executive Director, Transindia Real Estate Limited.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
On that beautiful note, I request all our dignitaries to please take their seats on the stage. If I could request all our dignitaries to please come on the dais, to please take your seats. Mr. Shetty and all our dignitaries, yes, let's have you all on the stage, please. It's a momentous start indeed, with the auspicious lighting of the lamp. As they say, it is to discard the darkness of the unknown and welcome the light of knowledge. And it is only befitting because we're looking at the new beginnings with the Allcargo Terminals Limited and Transindia Real Estate Limited in order to be illuminated with growth and success. And now, as our dignitaries take their seats on the dais, we'll also take a minute to take a look at this very interesting audio-visual, and this is to do with the Allcargo Terminals Limited, and most importantly, its market-leading offerings. So let's take a look at the video, please. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Mr. Suresh Kumar, Managing Director of Allcargo Terminals Limited, to please share his valuable address to the August gathering. Can we have a huge round of applause, Mr. Suresh Kumar?
Good morning, everyone. Dear Founder Chairman of the Allcargo Logistics Group, dear Mr. Joshi, Board of Directors from ATL, and TREL, colleagues, friends, family, and representatives from the media fraternity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for 3 organizations this morning. The proud and happy parent, Allcargo Logistics Limited, and the 2 new soon-to-be listed entities, Allcargo Terminals Limited and Transindia, which gets listed in some time. It is my honor and privilege to stand here representing the 349 team members of Allcargo Terminals, the 2,414 associates who are part of Allcargo Terminals, our customers, our partners, and our business associates. What started off in 2003 as a dream and a vision powered by our founder chairman, Mr. Shashikiran Shetty, today translates into being the 3rd listed entity in the Allcargo group. So thank you, Chairman, for sowing the seed, nurturing it with care, and tending to it with a lot of your passion to make it the market leader in the CFS ICD space. On behalf of everyone, a round of applause to our Chairman for creating this organization which is getting listed. It is only appropriate that I acknowledge, appreciate, and applaud all the efforts which have happened in the last 20 years through different team members, through different leadership, to bring us to this momentous occasion this morning. Of course, our customers who are the core of our business, who have been with us through thick and thin, we are eternally grateful to them. I would like to mention amongst the leadership which has guided this business thus far, Adarsh Hegde, who unfortunately is missing this function because he's on a travel, for his stewardship and mentorship and his continued guidance. We also have, in terms of support that this organization has received from everyone in the last 20 years, I would like to say the efforts of each and every team member across the 7 different facilities. I would like to acknowledge them, and I understand that all of them are watching us this morning live at their respective CFS ICD locations. So thank you for joining us across the locations to watch this momentous occasion. It's an occasion for you that you have created, and we are just doing it on your behalf this morning. I'll just take a minute about the strategic demerger and what is it that has led us to Allcargo Terminals Limited's listing today. This was an idea, this was a thought conceived by the Allcargo board, supported by the investors and approved by NCLT. That is what has brought us here today, and I'm grateful to all of them. There are a lot of team members internally, a cross-section of functions who have worked tirelessly over the last many quarters to make this possible. Be it finance, investor relations, secretarial team, Marcom, strategy, all of them have worked together with every other function in this organization to bring us to this occasion of the listing of Allcargo Terminals Limited. The time is also very, very opportune for the listing. India now is a cynosure of the world when it comes to economy and space of growth. Supply chain and logistics is being talked about like never before, and business resilience and agility is something that all organizations now want and swear by. And we are very, very well positioned to make the best of this opportunity. So we are thankful to the BSE, Mr. Joshi, for facilitating and supporting our listing here today. And this listing enables strategic independence and financial flexibility for the Allcargo Terminals Limited business. It is only appropriate that in this occasion, I commit to all of you, and I commit on behalf of myself and on behalf of the Allcargo team, that we will create logistics magic worldwide, and we will strive to remain market leaders by far. And how will we do this in the coming quarters and the coming years is with the guidance of our board. We will look at organic growth opportunities and try to grow faster than the market. We will look at inorganic expansions at the right time. We will venture into adjacencies which add value to our customers. We will leverage the various progressive initiatives that are there in the country powered by the government, the new logistics policy, the national logistics policy, the Gati Shakti policy, the DFCC, and the whole host of those opportunities which are now available. All this with a very, very sharp focus on operations excellence and digitally enabling our customers to be empowered in whatever they do with us and for their businesses. This is what we would like to do. While doing this, we have very, very closely aligned our business to the Allcargo Group's ESG goals, in which we are committed to being carbon neutral by 2040. And apart from that, being a corporate citizen, which embodies the highest standards of governance, integrity, and trust. That is what we commit to as we begin our journey. We feel at ATL like a youngster who is about 20 years stepping out of the family fold with a strong foundation and the blessings of the parent, which is the Allcargo family. And we are now in a position to dream, and we would like to develop wings and fly high. And in flying high, we would like to be the brand of choice for our investors, for our customers, and for our employees. In that, we would like to contribute strongly to the thriving Indian economy and also contribute to society at large. Please wish us well as we embark on this journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Suresh Kumar, for those endearing thoughts. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite the BSE's Chief of Trading Operations and Listing Sales, Mr. Girish Joshi, and I'd like to invite him to please share a few words on the significance of this move. Can we have a huge round of applause to please help me welcome Mr. Girish Joshi.
Friends, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome and good morning to all of you present here at the BSE's iconic International Convention Center, we call it ICH, for the listing of two companies of Allcargo Group, Allcargo Terminal and Transindia Real Estate Limited. On behalf of BSE, I would like to welcome Sri Shashi Kiran Shetty, Sri Jatin Bhai Choksi, Sri Kaiwan Kalyanwala ji, our Mr. Chauhan, Mahendra Kumar Chauhan, very regular visitor to BSE, my senior colleague from CA fraternity, Sri Praful Acharya sir, Suresh Kumar, of course, and young leaders, Vaishnav and Shloka. Of course, Suresh has given a lot brief about Allcargo, so I don't want to repeat what he has said, because as he said, company started in 1994 and got listed in BSE in 2006 for a flagship company, Allcargo Logistics. And now we are having two verticals getting separately listed. And I'm sure this is going to create a lot of wealth, lot of value addition to all stakeholders. And scheme of arrangement, I don't want to repeat everything here because all of you know. So I would like to congratulate both the companies on listing pursuant to scheme of arrangement, and both will be now newest family on BSE. And you know a lot about BSE, still I would like to share something more about BSE. Of course, story of BSE is like story of Indian economy. Like all what Suresh also said, Allcargo Group has growth with Indian economy since even we opened 1991. Same way, BSE also has 149-year-old history and one of the oldest working public institutions in India, having created wealth to the tune of more than USD $3.2 trillion. And it is one of the fastest exchange, largest exchange in the number of listed company, not more than 5,220 companies. And it has provided efficient platform for raising capital to all companies in India, called India Inc. In this international convention hall, used to be outcry trading. Broker used to have hand gesture and do trading. Of course, when the online trading has come, post digitization, now it's become convention hall. So benchmark index of BSE, we call Sensex, is tracked by investors across the globe and has grown since India opened its economy in 1991. It's also considered as a barometer for growth of Indian economy. Like other exchange, BSE provides also an efficient, transparent market for trading in all class of instruments, equity, debt, equity derivatives, currency derivatives, commodity derivatives, interest rate derivatives, mutual funds, stock lending and borrowing. We also provide a lot of other host of services to capital market participants for risk management, clearing settlement, market data services, and of course, we also are, of course, also we give a lot of financial education through our investor awareness program. BSE has reached across the globe and a nationwide presence. BSE systems and processes are designed to safeguard market integrity, drive the growth of Indian capital market, stimulate innovation, competition across all market segments. As you also know, recently we have relaunched our derivatives contracts in two indices, flagship index, S&P BSE Sensex and S&P BSE BankX, around 7 weeks back. And it has received consistent growth in the volume of business and open interest. The last Friday, it was we almost had 44 lakh crore turnover and open interest also more than 12 lakh contracts. So we also thank all the market participants for the support given to BSE. Now, Allcargo group also listed, so they know corporate governance, or transparency, what are the things. So I'm very much sure these two companies also will carry the rich heritage and the benchmark and standards is established by Allcargo Logistics Group company earlier. So BSE looks forward to continue with Allcargo Group preferred fundraising partner as it expands its reach and growth in scale. I wish the company, its promoter and management all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joshi, for sharing your words of wisdom. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to delve into the world of logistics parks with an interesting AV coming your way, and this is on the Transindia Real Estate Limited. Let's take a look. I'm going to be requesting our dignitaries to please take your positions, because very soon the countdown is about to begin. And as we all know, it's not just one, but two companies of Allcargo Group that will be listed on the stock exchange. And for the benefit of the audience members, let me inform you the countdown has begun, but I'm also going to request when the dignitaries hit the gong, I'm going to request you all to please be seated. You can keep those mobile phones on, but please be seated so that the media personnel can also capture them. Let's take a look at what the screen says, how many seconds left, because really soon the countdown will begin. So from what I see, we still have 30 seconds to go. I'm also going to be requesting our members of the audience to join me when it hits 10 seconds to join me for the countdown, all right? So let's take a look. Very soon it's about to be another 18 seconds to go, so let's get up with all that energy, all that excitement, and all that smiles. And with that, I want you all to join me as we say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can notice, 2 new public listed entities, Allcargo Terminals Limited and Transindia Real Estate. Mighty, mighty congratulations. Can we have another loud round of applause, everyone? It's a culmination of hard work, leadership, and collective vision that we are witnessing right here today. And with that, officially, the 2 entities are listed on the stock market. There's something so special about that. There's something melodious about it, as there's something really so significant about it. Congratulations again, ladies and gentlemen. Allcargo Terminals and Transindia Real Estate officially listed on the stock exchange. I must also admit, along with all our enthusiasm, I love the enthusiasm of our photographers as well. They're ensuring that every moment is captured beautifully. We'll also be having Captain Ashish Chanda, Chief Commercial Officer, Allcargo Terminals, to join our dignitaries. Well, this is truly symbolic about the collective vision as we had spoken about earlier, as we heard about earlier, and it's wonderful to see all the leaders come together. It's absolutely endearing to see how the happiness is being distributed, it's being shared, and that indeed is a true form of leadership, and also shows how everyone has come collectively together to make this dream come true, to sort of achieve this very milestone that we're all eagerly part of. So congratulations once again. And with that, I'll be requesting our dignitaries to once again please take their seats. As the team gets to bask in the glory, let me also inform our members of the audience that we will be resuming with the rest of the program. So I'm going to request everyone to please be seated. And with that, I now invite the Managing Director of Transindia Real Estate, Mr. Jatin Choksi, to also please share a few words with us. So if I could please invite Mr. Jatin Choksi.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Chairman, esteemed board members, Mr. Girish of the BSE. It's a great pride to be here as a Transindia Real Estate goes public. And of course, Allcargo Terminal as a group is really happy for this joyous moment. Okay, I've started a journey long back with a vision of a chairman and continuous efforts to excel ourselves in the logistics. Today I'm happy, I'm sharing my journey with the Allcargo more than 22 years. So I'm really happy to be a part of this journey. And as a Transindia Real Estate, we offer world-class logistics assets, which helps business expand and grow. So far, we have delivered approximately 6.5 million square feet of grade A warehouses across various locations, and all are in operationals. Few more locations are in the pipeline. And yes, there are various reasons for the growth of this sector, particularly the potential reduction of the logistics costs, facilitating trade in the global environment, for which the government has given a very prime focus on this sector by taking various steps in terms of announcing or according the infrastructure status to the logistics industries, announcing national logistics policies, Bharat Mala, Sagar Mala, Gati Shaktiman, various initiatives, building a superb infrastructure in terms of various freight corridors across India for the ease of movement and all. And yes, the government vision, in fact, our own country's vision to be a $5 trillion economy is, looks very, very achievable in a short time. And we are happy as a group, as a Transindia, as a Allcargo, to be a part of this 5 trillion journey. And once again, really would like to thank you, Chairman, for your continuous guidance, support. All our partners, customers, suppliers, vendors, all our dedicated and committed employees and workforce, we call them as our family members. Thanks for your support. And yes, Mr. Girish, particularly BSE, thanks BSE for enabling this moment and all other various regulatory agencies for continuously guiding us, assisting us in achieving compliance and listing. Thank you very much once again, and we committed to the value addition to all the stakeholders as a policy of the group. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must admit that when the leaders were hitting the gong, when the team members also joined to sort of feel the sense of that pride, I could see that silence was palpable because that silence was filled with smiles. These are the smiles that witness the hard work, the teamwork, and I think it's that moment of pride that we're all basking in. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's only befitting that we now hear from the leader par excellence, the visionary empire builder, the founder and chairman of Allcargo Group. Please put your hands together as I now invite Mr. Shashi Kiran Shetty to please share his thoughts on this very proud moment.
Thank you. The gentleman, Mr. Girish Joshi ji from BSE, my fellow members of the board, Chairman of Allcargo Terminals, Mr. Kaivan Kalyaniwala, my adorable children, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege and honor for me to be here today, speaking to all of you. Thank you, Suresh and Jatin, for setting the tone on the future course of the company and giving the clarification of why these two companies have been delisted from or demerged and listed in the BSE and NSE stock markets. Not to repeat, as all of you know, that Allcargo incubated some of these businesses, and there is a continuous feedback from the shareholders that how they were able to, they've not been able to really value each of the businesses, because these businesses are, although all related to logistics, but they have a different life cycle, they have a different strategy, they have a different geographical presence, and they are in a different way of different type of businesses under one company. So in the process, what happened was Allcargo always got the low end of the stick in terms of valuation, in terms of analyzing how to value this company. And this proposal has been discussed a number of times in the boards and with the consultants, with the advisors. And finally, we thought that now the time is right for us to move forward with that demerger process. And what's most attractive also is that now all these divisions have gained some level of scale to stand on their own foot and perform and continue to grow, as all of you know that India is on the spotlight of the world. India is seen as one of the most attractive markets for businesses. India is today highly respected globally thanks to our amazing leadership. What we have seen in the last 9 years by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, and his cabinet. They've done some extraordinary work to get India to where it is today. So that's why, in terms of timing, we felt that this is the right time. And we also, as all of you know, that we, in the organization, in the group, we have a substantial leadership, experienced leadership, who have time to time have proved their merit. And in the process, they can then start taking responsibility to run these businesses pretty much on their own. A much sharper strategy, execution, and business growth is possible. And it also gives an option for the varied investors, as all of us know that the Indian shareholder numbers have exponentially grown in the last few years, and there is quite a deeper penetration of the investor base that is taking place today, not only internationally, also within India. So we are, with this demerger, we are offering the investors who want to remain invested in a logistic space, they have all the logistic businesses that they can pick and choose from. We have Allcargo Logistics, which has an international supply chain business, and that business can focus on that, that management can drive that business. As all of you know, Adarsh Hegde has taken charge of that particular business. And then we have the container freight station business, which is more related to infrastructure outside the ports and the inland container depots. As India manufactures more, India exports more, India consumes more, you need more of these facilities required across the country. And this needs that focus and precision, and that's what we are trying to bring it here. All of you know that Transindia Real Estate has been developing world-class logistic parks. The two logistic parks that we developed, one in Bangalore, other one is in Delhi, which are 100 acres development, occupied by the best customers that you can have in the entire marketplace. We have Amazon, Flipkart, Decathlon, and many Nestle, and many other such companies, many of the chemical companies, of course, Dow Chemicals and companies like that are also occupying these warehouses. So it's very fascinating time. Warehousing, India is going through a massive transformation in the warehousing from a godown kind of a base to world-class, leapfrogging to the world-class logistic parks. These parks are to be seen, to be believed. And we got so much of compliments from our customers and from the investor community. We have worked very closely with Blackstone, as all of you know. The model of Transindia Real Estate is to some extent develop these warehouses and sometimes sell them because that's what the real estate business is all about. If you want to build and hold these assets, that needs infinite capital, which may not be the right business model. So the idea is to buy land which is already consolidated, or we have good consolidators who are able to consolidate the land for us and sell it to us. And we develop those properties and either sell or retain some of them on a case-to-case basis. So that's the model in which Transindia Real Estate will operate. Friends, this is a very special week for me, my family, and for all of you, my colleagues. Today, we are witnessing the delisting of relisting of two companies. And this reminds me of being here and addressing many of you about the listing of Allcargo itself some 17 years ago. As I entered, Jatin and me were talking about it, and we so fondly remember that day, which was extraordinary. And also that I'm so glad to see my children are grown up. They're very adorable, very likable, and very competent. And I'm so glad that they are also there with us today this time around. So very, very special moment. And why I said this week, all of you know that yesterday was inaugural day in the NITI campus where it is declared that now NITI will be IIM Mumbai. And I'm so honored and privileged to be the chairman of that institution, which many of you also know that it's among the 7th best management institution in the country as per the NIRF ranking. Yesterday, I was addressing the students and then had a press conference. The kind of energy and the kind of enthusiasm and the kind of screaming the students were doing when we were addressing them, that sound is still, very much alive in my ears. It was an extraordinary event, very, very memorable, and I'm so privileged to be a part of that. And of course, the work hasn't got over. This is just the announcement, but there is going to be a transition from a legacy institution to a world-renowned IIM organization, which will have its own challenges. And I'm very confident that we have a wonderful team out there. And this is what I keep always saying. When you look at them, they look so ordinary, but ordinary people can do extraordinary job if they get the right leadership, right motivation, and if they have the passion. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a secret of success of Allcargo Group. We've been able to create that energy, enthusiasm, motivation, and connectivity, and a deep sense of ownership of all our employees and all our senior management in the organization. And that is the spirit which got Allcargo where it is today. I am deeply indebted and grateful to all of you for your extraordinary work day in and day out, and I'm sure all of you will continue to do the same job going forward. Lastly, my fellow colleagues here, Kaivan Kalyaniwala, who's been in the board of the company for the last 25 years, almost. Mr. Mahendra Chauhan is a very distinguished corporate governance guru in the country, been in the board for so many years, a couple of years, but I know him for so many years. Praful Bhai is a very renowned chartered accountant, who has been the president of the Institution of Chartered Accountants. Suresh and Jatin, I don't need to say much, everybody, all of you know. And my dear friend, Mr. C.C. Dangi, who I know him since 40 years, and he's deeply connected to me like a family member. I'm deeply, deeply grateful to you, Dangi ji, for being here. We also have Phil Sarkari, who's a CEO and Managing Director of Gati Limited. He's been in the group for about a year plus. And, or 2 years he's saying, okay, time flies, Phil. And many of you, Kiran, Ravi, Deepal, you know, Ashish, Chandana, Sumita Banerjee, all of you, thank you very much for all your hard work to make this happen. Deepal, Ravi in particular, about this whole demerger, and I know that you all spent hours and hours together, many midnight oils being burnt in the middle of so many other different projects that were going on. And thank you very much for all your hard work, extraordinary work. Thank you very much. And I'm very glad that Sunita, Suresh's wife is here, and his dear son is also here. So thank you, Sunita. Thank you. All the very best, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I must admit, your passion and purpose in your words that you always share, it's been a guiding force for the group, and it also makes us believe that this is indeed India's decade. Thank you once again, sir. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite the chairman of Allcargo Terminals Limited, Mr. Kaivan Kalyaniwala, to also share his words with the August gathering. Can we have a thunderous round of applause? Please help me welcome Mr. Kaivan Kalyaniwala.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Shashi, Vaishnav, Shloka, my colleagues, and all of you who are also my colleagues on Allcargo. So I was here 17 years ago with Shashi and Jatin, and I'm sure some of you all were also part of that event. We are back here. It's truly an honor. For me, more so. I'm a director on all the boards of Allcargo, and I wear them close to my heart. I can tell you one thing, don't want to bore too many people here, but this entire growth of this business is the result of three things which Mr. Shetty has. One, extreme hard work. You know, it's an old saying that, you know, there's nothing like hard work and you need to work hard, etc. But he is the epitome of hard work. Even today, in his position as chairman of the group, he is the most hardworking. I'm sorry to say this, but he's the most hardworking in your organization. Number one. Number two, honesty and integrity. And when I say honesty and integrity, it means a lot, because today the result of this kind of passion and in honesty which this man has shown is evident in the organization. Today we have reached such high standards of corporate governance and CSR. And this is more so because one man, and of course he leads everyone else together with him, shows this kind of principle. The third, he has passion not only for his work, but also for his people. And these three things carry an organization forward. Maybe 50 years down the line, people will remember the organization, people will remember Shashi Kiran Shetty. But let me tell you that that reflection is born in what we have done over the past 25 or 30 years. And this is something which all of us must take home from Shashi and the way he has built this organization. I don't think even Shashi envisaged that he'll be heading 4 listed companies in India. And maybe there'll be another listed entity abroad, etc. I'm sure he's going to something up his sleeve, he'll come out with something. But today this is something which is remarkable, and I'm extremely proud. Thank you, Shashi, for suggesting my name as chairman of Allcargo Terminals. We hope, and as part of the Allcargo family, to take this forward. And as I said, that it's a very proud moment and it's a great honor for me. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I feel that I should have remembered 2 things. One is the story about Transindia. I don't know, many of you probably know that Transindia was my first company which I started in 1982, which got merged in Allcargo, and I thought that is over. And then that came up alive as Transindia Logistic Park, and then that got converted to Allcargo Terminal. So Transindia is now in a new avatar, right, in a real estate business. So it is a never die name like India, right? So that's something, that story I want to tell you. And obviously very much also missed to say that I'm missing Adarsh and my dear wife Aarti. She's traveling, so that's why she was unable to make it. And Adarsh is also traveling today. I don't want to stop him from his holiday, a well-deserved holiday. So I really miss them. Thank you.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the final segment of the program. And with the listing of the 2 entities, it's now time to present the symbol of success. So first up, on behalf of BSE, if I could please request Mr. Girish Joshi to please present the symbolic gong to Mr. Shashi Kiran Shetty. And let's do the presentation next to the live gong itself. I request Mr. Joshi to please present the symbolic gong. And as we know, it's not 1 but 2 entities that got listed, so we'll have one more symbolic gong that'll be presented. Thank you very much. I also further request Mr. Joshi to also present the symbol of success, the bull, to our dignitaries as well. So I'm going to request Mr. Girish Joshi to please do the honors. I request you, sir, to please present the symbolic bull to Mr. Jatin Choksi, to Mr. Vaishnav Shetty, to Mr. Suresh Kumar. Well, up next, to Mr. Suresh Kumar. The symbol of success, the bull that's being presented to all the dignitaries. I'm also going to request you, Mr. Joshi, to present to Mr. Vaishnav Shetty and to Shloka Shetty as well. And to our senior leaders. And to mark this special occasion, I also request Mr. Shashikiran Shetty to please present a token of our gratitude to Mr. Joshi. That's right, another symbol of success, another bull that is being presented. And again, two entities that have been listed, so we'll have to double up the celebrations. With that, I now request our dignitaries to please take your seats. As I'd mentioned earlier, we're inching closer towards the end of the program. So now, I'd like to invite Captain Ashish Chandna, Chief Commercial Officer, Allcargo Terminals, to please propose the vote of thanks for this milestone of an event, for this beautiful, beautiful, momentous occasion. I invite on stage Captain Ashish Chandna. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on stage Captain Ashish Chandna.
Thank you, Bhavya. Where do I start? So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, on behalf of Allcargo Terminal Limited, I stand before you today to express our heartfelt gratitude and extend a vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. The listing of our companies on the stock exchange today, and two companies, Allcargo Terminal Limited and Transindia. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the BSE for providing us with this opportunity to list our company. We are honored to be associated with such a prestigious institution and are grateful for their support and guidance. I would also like to extend our gratitude to the SEBI for their diligent oversight and ensuring a smooth listing process. Their commitment for maintaining transparency and fostering investors' confidence is commendable. To our esteemed shareholders, thank you. Thank you for your unwavering belief in our vision and entrusting us with your investments. Your support has been instrumental in this achievement. And we assure you that we will continue to work tirelessly to create value and deliver sustainable growth. I would like to acknowledge and appreciate the dedication and hard work of our employees who have been the driving force behind our success. Their resilience, professionalism, and commitment to excellence have propelled us to new heights. We owe our gratitude to our entire team for their unwavering efforts and focus on our goals. Our business partners, I think so we can't do anything without them. So our business partners and vendors have been crucial in our journey, and we extend our thanks for their unwavering support. To our valued customer, we are immensely grateful for your trust and loyalty. Your belief in our brand and continuous patronage has been the cornerstone of our success. We sincerely appreciate the opportunity to serve you and remain committed to exceeding your expectations. And lastly, I would like to express my personal gratitude to our Chairman Sashikaran Shetty and the Board of Directors for their guidance and strategic insights, which have been instrumental in shaping our company's growth. Their visionary leadership and unwavering support have been invaluable. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate our deep appreciation to everyone who has contributed to the successful listing of our companies. This achievement would not have been possible without the collective efforts of all stakeholders. We are excited about the opportunities that lie ahead and remain committed to creating long-term value for our shareholders, customers, employees, and society. Thank you once again, and let us forge ahead on this remarkable journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain, for the words of gratitude that you've shared. And yes, indeed, with the successful listing, it indeed is a new beginning. But I also realized, what is a celebration without some cake? So what we're about to do now is actually have a cake cutting ceremony over here. I'm going to be requesting all our dignitaries to kindly step forward and to cut the cake and to have all of us come together to celebrate this momentous occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, let's also have a huge round of applause one more time. It's a milestone of an event. It's a moment that we're all proud of. And let's actually come together to celebrate with the cake cutting. I'd like to request all the dignitaries, everyone to come together. Let's have everyone bring in their smiles together, and let's continue the celebrations with the cake cutting. Let's have you all come together. we could say happy birthday or happy listing of Allcargo Terminals and Transindia Real Estate. What a beautiful way to make this moment even more sweeter. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, and once again, congratulations. While the celebrations continue, let me also inform you that we also have refreshments that are being served. I'm going to cordially invite everyone to please join in the celebrations, the conversations, along with the refreshments as well. And once again, hearty congratulations to Allcargo Terminals as well as to Transindia Real Estate.